What's going on? It's your boy Tunnel Vision. We doing another one real quick. Man, big question for everybody, man. Why isn't there any complaints? Why? Where are all the complaints? Where are all the videos trashing the fact that this fight isn't happening? Where are all the videos bashing Top Rank, bashing Eddie Hearn and DAZN for not doing what they need to do to get this bout set up? And the bout I'm talking about is Josh Taylor versus Ramirez, the only two 140-pound champions. They both have two belts. You know, Ramirez won his bout, kind of ducked Rougarou. He was supposed to fight Rougarou, didn't fight him. And he went on to fight Hooker later on. He stopped Hooker and became a unified champion. WBC IBF. Josh Taylor, he gets himself a belt. Rougarou gets a belt. And they both fight each other. And they unified those two belts. So now, and Josh Taylor wins in a fight that I thought he was going to lose. I thought it was a fight that he would end up being stopped late, but he proved me wrong in that one. And won a close fight. And is now the WBO and the WBA champion. So now we're one fight away from undisputed, right? One fight away. Two guys who in their last bouts both came off spectacular victories. You know, one was a hard, fought out victory, but it was a great win that was talked about for a little while. And Ramirez, he just beat the bricks out of Hooker and stopped him ASAP Rocky. So these are both, they're both unified. So now we're in the space where we can have an undisputed champion when it comes to 140 pounds. We can have just one name, one champion at 140 pounds. Undisputed. The thing that everybody always says that they want to see, we want to see undisputed, we want to see undisputed. At the end of the day, all I care about is undisputed, we care about is undisputed. Yeah, nobody's talking about it. It's like no one even cares when it comes to, undisputed at 140 pounds though. No one cares. From what I hear, Ramirez is supposed to be going to China to fight Victor Postal. What the hell does that do for anybody? What does that do for boxing? What does that do for them? I guess they're getting a check or something. But that's what he's doing for his next bout. He's supposed to be going all the way to China to do that. When the bout that should have happened, the bout that should have been negotiated and should have been happening was Ramirez versus Taylor. If you're going to send him to China, shit. Send him to the UK. Send him to the UK and do a fight there. You did a deal with Hooker and Ramirez. That's a fight between him and an Eddie Hearn fighter. We did the Campbell versus Lomachenko. So doing this bout shouldn't be an issue at all. It should be absolutely no issue whatsoever. But no one's talking about it at all. We can't be selective when it comes to this. Either you're about undisputed or you're not. You can't just be selective. When it's these particular fighters, then I want to see undisputed. If you want to, I want to see undisputed. I want to know who the best fighter at 140 pounds was. And I thought that, I didn't know if they would make the fight, but I thought they would at least negotiate the fight. I thought they would, put a foot forward in making it happen. But that seems not to be the case. And it's another opportunity that DAZN had, to do an undisputed bout, and it seems as if it's not going to happen. Canelo Alvarez had 3 belts at one point, and Demetrius Andrews had 1 belt. They could have, this year, they could have did undisputed. That didn't happen. They could have did undisputed when it came to Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua. But even the head exec from DAZN, they admitted themselves that they dropped the ball on that one. They came out there, feeling themselves basically, thinking, they were going to just throw money into Wilder's face and he was just going to take it. He's never made any kind of real money. He sees this number, he's just going to take it. And that wasn't the case. They started asking questions. They know where all these other, where all these other funds come from. Hey, how much is Anthony Joshua getting? How much are you getting from this, and this? They know all the venues that their money come from. So they want to know where all these different numbers, all this different information. They had none of it. They weren't prepared. They said themselves they weren't prepared for that interview. And they had to call and apologize to them that they weren't prepared to answer all the questions that were put in front of them. Because they thought he was just some dude from Alabama. And it turned out that wasn't the case. It turned out he got a monster-ass team who's very business savvy when it comes to the sport of boxing. Okay? And they dropped the ball on that one. So, I mean, you're talking about 3 fights that could have been for Undisputed and could have been on the Zone, actually, that didn't happen. All involving Eddie Hearn fighters. And here we are again, another bout that we should be getting where we should have one face and one name when it comes to that weight division. But it seems as if we're not going to get that, and it seems that no one even cares about it, including, I guess, the fighters and their promoters. And it's a shame, man. It's a shame. Well, I want to see it, but I won't be holding my breath. Like, subscribe, share. I'm out.